What's up, Mr. Bashir? Sorry about that. I'm back. Let me know if you're here. Oh man. Um, no, nothing yet. I'm about to go over the charts now. Remember, there's news at 8:30, so I was just kind of waiting for a little bit closer to that time so I could look at the charts again. But that's what I'm gonna do right now. So AU, right? We know we're still trading at a higher high. Price internally is still giving us lower lows and lower highs, but again, we want to be careful, right? Because we're still trading higher high. Now we're trading higher low, and now we're trading higher high. So we want to be careful making sure that price is really downtrending, right? And again, our confirmation for that, for this pair specifically, is going to be if and when price breaks these lows. If price doesn't break these lows and just continues to do what it's doing right now, which is testing the lows and then making internal higher highs and higher lows, then we know it's going to continue that push to the top side. So at this point too, right, once price breaks these lows, STP will be hit already. So AU right now is not really a good pair to look at. Are you still looking at the levels on gold? Yeah. So this is what I have for gold. Um, Currently is still what I'm looking at. I'm not in a trade just yet. We'll go over it since price is still down here. I got you. Um, so yeah, just keep a reminder. Again, it's Friday. Remember that there's two things to look at. Again, we have news at 8:30, right? And again, usually on Fridays, especially the first Friday of the month, there shouldn't really be any too much. There's not going to be enough volume today. There shouldn't be any type of volume today. No crazy amount of volume. So AUD CAD, we're still in the zone of consolidation, so we'll turn that off. We're just gonna keep it easy today. I'm looking for the easy trades today. EA is still making lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Um, got on the 800 and in this lower low and lower high, we're just stuck in the zone of consolidation. So EA is another one. I gotta wait for that break above the highs. ECAD, another one, just consolidating. I need to see a break of those highs. We're just gonna skip through those. EU, right? We have 2 days of rise, looking for that 372. The BOS that we were looking for after the change of character, right? We had to push to the top side, but it was just one testing candle. Didn't give us the valid break. The fact that price didn't give us that valid break is the reason why we're seeing price just continuing to make these lower lows and lower highs, right? So we already can see how the markets are reacting. GA, we're just still stuck in the zone of consolidation, so we're just going to skip through that. Right? GA was another one for this week that we were looking for that third week high, but price never gave it to us. And again, that's okay. We know that this is a pair that we're sitting in higher high. We're at the highest point in the market right now for GA, right? So it's okay for price to not give us those pushes. We know we're looking for a pullback, right? And we know that for the last few weeks, the last couple days, we've had a gap down here at the bottom of the, or an engulfing candle at the bottom of the market that we are expecting price to tap into to then continue that push to the top side. So GA, again, we're stuck in this little zone of consolidation as well. Price is just moving sideways. It's been doing that since last week, Wednesday. So we'll just give GA some time. Right, and again, what I'm doing is just going through the pairs one by one, looking to see if any of the pairs that we were looking at finally made their moves. GCAD, we're still testing these lows, still not a valid break, still in the zone of consolidation, and this is a pair that's in an overall uptrend. So right now we're still moving counter trends. Right now price is still making lower lows and lower highs. So just gonna be patient with GCAD. Again, gotta wait for the confirmations. There's nothing more, nothing less to it. But that's all we have right now for GCAD. I'm looking for an engulfing candle potentially on the lower time frame. Um, but we don't have anything. So let's keep going. GJ, not really trading it, so I'm gonna skip it. GU, right? Same thing as EU, right? GU is the same thing as EU. We're looking for that break of structure above these highs. We had the testing candle, right? Price ended up giving us 2 days of rise, so we were looking for that 372, that third day push. However, again, the fact that price gave us an invalid break, this is the reason why we're seeing price make lower lows and lower highs. And we can see that STP already for GU has been hit. So go on to the next one, NZD USD. I'm not trading it for now. We'll update that We'll update that this week. US 30. All right, US 30 is another one that I'm not really trading. Let's skip. Let's see if there's anything left. But it's looking very slim. USD CAD and USD ZAR I'm not trading. Let's go to Bitcoin and oil first. Bitcoin already hit ADR for the day, so that's already done. And then oil is still stuck in the zone of consolidation. I really have to go pee. What time is it? 7:57. News is at what time? I have time to go pee. I think I have time. It's not at 8, right? 8:15, 8:30, 8:30. Yo, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back, Mr. Bashir. Any more questions? Let me know. I'll go over gold as soon as I get back. I'm back. My bad. I don't know why. That was really bad. Really had to be. Right. So alright, so like we kind of just know like these are really the only pairs we have left for the day. Um but none of them look good, right? AU we have to wait for that break. Once that break happens, STP for the day would be hit. EU is moving counter trend. Again, similar to GU, we're looking for the same thing to happen. But again, the similarities between them is the fact that price never gave us a valid break, so we can't expect price to go up, right? And we can see that price is still making lower lows and lower highs internally, right? So again, it's not a shocker to us. We already know what's going on. Um, right? And then gold and US 30. So gold, let's talk about gold. So, you're asking if I'm still looking for gold. I'm still looking at these levels. So, what I would have loved to have seen, right? Pretty much what we were talking about last night, right? Is we got a valid break, but price came all the way back down, right? I do like the fact that price tapped into this gap, right? But again, remember what I always say about these type of entries, right? The more price comes into it and taps it and goes into profit and taps it and goes into profit and taps it again, that's already a sign that this is a low probability zone, right? This is already telling me that this is a very weak point of interest as to where you would want to look for an entry. The one thing I will say I like about gold, the one thing is structure. The fact that price is still giving us higher highs and higher lows is perfect, right? That's the best thing that gold could be doing right now. Any single pair, like if you look at gold, um, structurally speaking, a pair that's trending compared to a pair that's just consolidating or trapping traders, gold has been pretty much trending, right? Up until obviously we can't really say this week, right? Because look at the zone of consolidation, other things that we talked about this entire week. If you guys missed that, I would really recommend to go back and watch this week's session, especially the ones with gold. But all of these, and obviously these drawings are all the drawings we've done from this week, right? This is the only week on gold for right now, as of recently, that's been trapping traders the entire time, right? So again, the fact that price did give us that valid break of these highs, internal highs, It looks good. I can't say that it doesn't. Now, looking at what price is doing now, again, just following the rules in the rule book, right? Price tapped into these entries 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. 7 times since 10 p.m. last night, right? So this is already letting me know. This is already telling me like, hey, maybe get away from this trade. Outside of everything else, another huge reason why I just don't pull the trigger on this trade is the fact that we have news in a few minutes. That's the only two reasons as to why I'm just taking a step back. Again, I respect news. I've seen it way too many times. I've been trading for way too long. I've seen the good of news and I've seen the bad of news. Unfortunately, right, being able to catch a trade like this that you're not 100% confident in, because this is my ideology as well, my train of thought with this trade specifically. Oh, we have news. News volume is gonna come in. Let's just allow volume to decide where price is going. That's the mentality for this trade right now. If the mentality would have been all the rules are being followed, we have an entry criteria that looks picture perfect, we're gonna take the trade, there's news and we know that news is gonna follow the trends, then we know, okay, perfect, that's the best trade to take. And we've done it before. We've done it live on stream. Again, one of the most, not recent, but one of the ones that I vividly remember that we did that with was USD CAD. It was a trade on USD CAD a few months ago now. It was for one of the longs that we caught, and it was right before news. The entry was right before news. But again, what is the difference between that trade that we caught on USD CAD compared to what we're seeing now? Right? Let's talk about it. And it's very similar. Like if you see this was the news candle. If you want to go back March 11th, we don't, I mean, here we go. Let me do some research for you guys real quick. And then again, we have all the time to do this research. March 11th, 2025. March 11th. Here you go. 10 o'clock. High impact news. Right? Just so you guys can see that we don't lie. Like I have pretty good memory, so I'm not gonna be able to forget a lot of this shit, right? So 10 o'clock, there was news. Okay, before 10 o'clock, what did price do? Right? Price gave us a change of character. It gave us a valid break of structure. It gave us a pullback. It gave us a 2 days of rise. We were looking for that third day push to the top side. This was all we were looking for. Very, very similar. Again, if we go back and we look at our rules, very similar to what? Very similar to what EU is doing right now. Very similar. If I go and I tell you, yo, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to do that right now. I'm gonna do that right fucking now. Actually, here we go. I'm gonna post this in the chat, and obviously, Mr. Bashir, if you're still in here, I would like for you not to. Right, so I'm gonna type that in the chat. Euro USD, and then GBP USD. Right. Copy image. This is GBP USD. Alright, let's see if anybody knows a different. Alright, you're still here. Okay. I just typed in the chat. Let's see if anybody knows. Right? I would respect it if you wouldn't type it in the chat since you're here in the YouTube. But if you have any questions about what I just typed in the Vice Trading chat, let me know in the Discord. But again, what's the biggest difference between EU, GU, and USD CAD? And again, USD CAD trade, USD CAD's chart looks picture perfect to what is happening right now. Is literally looking the exact same. So what's the difference? Right? And I'll tell you, the biggest difference is the fact that price on USD CAD gave us a very clean change of character. It gave us a break of structure. It gave us a retest. On the retest, it gave us an engulfing candle. And we knew that we were able to take this trade straight into profit. Because all our rules are being played out. If all of your rules from A to Z are being played out, if they're being followed, if they're being respected, take the trade. Take it. There's no point. There's no need to be nervous about it. Euro USD is counter trending right now. Right now it is making lower lows and lower highs. Right? But the biggest difference between the three pairs, the reason why I'm looking or the reasons why we took the trade on USD CAD, right? Opposed to why we're not taking the trade on EU or GU, even though they look very similar, they're doing the exact same thing, right? Is the reason because EU never gave us a valid break of structure after the change of character, right? Same thing as GU. GU never gave us a valid break. It gave us a testing candle, right? Compared to USD CAD, USD CAD gave you the change of character, it gave you the valid break of structure, and it gave you the retest. Right? So that's the biggest difference. The biggest difference is the fact that USD CAD gave you the break, while GBP USD and Euro USD have not given you that break. So that's the reason why right now I'm not really interested in taking any of these trades, or why I'm not even keeping my eyes on the chart. Right? And we could already see price is still giving us lower lows and lower highs. So if you're an aggressive trader, meaning a trader that just trades based off of the fact that price got into your point of interest, right? For this situation, for this example, Euro USD, we know we were looking for price to bounce off the 200 EMA. So if you're an EMA trader and you don't follow market structure, and you don't follow anything else, you're just an EMA trader, right? And if you took this trade, price is already most likely hitting your stop loss. Very close to hitting your stop loss. Whether you got in here or you got in again here on an impulse entry. Right, so EU will turn it off. I'm not interested in trading EU. We already gave our reasoning as to why. Right, AU, same thing. We have a little shoulder head shoulder. In order for us to look for these valid shorts going to the bottom, we need to see price break these lows. Right, again, we're still trading higher high, higher low, and higher high. So we want to be very careful taking these trades. I'm not going to take a short position. Again, it doesn't make any sense. Like, it really doesn't. I'm still trying to be that person that tries to understand why anybody's looking for shorts here. Right? Like, we know we could get a steeper pullback. We know we could get a pullback to here, to here, to here. We know that. Right? But without the proper reasonings, without the proper examples, and without the proper entries, why would I take this trade going short when price is still giving me higher high, higher low, higher high? Can't this be a higher low to continue into a higher high? Right? So I avoid getting into any trades that I have to just babysit. Anything that I have to question, something that doesn't look good, something that's not being followed, I'm just not going to take the trade. Again, today's a little bit different too. We have news in 15 minutes. So again, at the end of the day, price could do whatever the fuck it wants to do in the next 15 minutes. As soon as that news hits, price could just skyrocket. but we don't have the confirmation for those entries. So again, I'm not going to force the issue. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to force my hand to press buy and sell and just guess and then have my account blown by the end of the day. We're just not going to do that, right? So that's okay. Right now, what I'll do, right, just for the rest of the morning, we're just going to keep the charts on till news hits. After news is done, then I'll be done for the day as well. Not going to force any trades. The best looking chart that I was seeing from last night was gold. As we're looking at it now, is no longer the best looking pair. It's looking very similar to every other pair in the list right now. Just a whole bunch of bullshit, whole bunch of sideways movement. So, yeah, and any questions, let me know. Anything you want me to go over, let me know. Anything you guys want me to talk about. Anything at all, man, just let me know. Be right back. Alright, Mr. Bashir, no problem. Think about it. Like, actively, as we're looking at the charts, right? Trump and Elon are having issues. Now, a lot of people would say, oh, but that has nothing to do with the chart. Yes, it does. Remember, both Trump and Elon started another department, the White House, government. Right? Again, not only that, all the money and investors that ran into Tesla because Trump is an Elon supporter. How many of these investors are gonna pull out now? Just think about it, bro. This runs deeper than anything else right now. There's too much tension. There's too much going on. There's too much news. There's too much noise. There's way too much political shit going on every single day for the last 2 3 months since November. 'Cause that's the thing. Like, this year has flown fucking by. We're already halfway through the year. We've been speaking about these elections since November, and the charts have shown how fucking terrible it's been as a trader to trade in these conditions. Has the market been volatile and have a lot of volume and it's moving? Definitely, there's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. Markets have been moving. You zoom out, you see that this quote unquote trend has really been a zone of consolidation since May. So, for a whole month, we've been consolidating, right? Before that, we took a few days of 2 weeks where price was consolidating again until we finally had a move, right? It's something where you're like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what have we been trading? Um, and that's the thing. Again, when we were trending, it was so easy to trade. When we were trending, because we were trending. Like, look at the trend. Lower low and lower high the entire time. Like, catching trades, fucking from a lower high going into a lower low, from a lower low going into a lower high. Like, these were the trades that we were taking, right? Weekly. Weekly. We were taking these trades so much when we were trending. And then all of a sudden, we started doing some fuck shit, which you're looking at, you're like, oh, but it's trending. It's like, yeah, but are we entering trades as soon as the market opens? Like, are we entering trades as soon as the market opens? Like, what are we trading here? What are we actually trading here? What are we trading here? You wanna get into a trade during the NY Open. What are we trading? We're talking about one fucking candle is 1,900 pips. One fucking candle. Like, what are we trading? What are we trading? What are we trading? Right? And then boom, zone of consolidation. Right? And then boom, another zone of consolidation. And then okay, cool, we're going up. Alright, cool. As soon as the market's open, as soon as the market's open, as soon as the market's open, what are we trading here? As soon as the market's open, as soon as the market's open, right? So you really start looking at the charts and you're like, yo, there really hasn't been any opportunities to trade. And it's not something we're making up. We go back. All these live sessions are streamed. Go back to every single live session. You will see there has been no fucking trades. No trades at all. Maybe a handful of trades that we potentially missed. Right? Maybe. But from the charts that we've really been looking at, there hasn't been anything. Like, look. Boom. You think you're gonna go short because fuck it, I'm getting in because price is still giving lower low and lower high. Price just gave you an exhaustion candle. You have 6 minutes. Like, you think you think I'm really gonna trade in these conditions? There's no way. There's nothing to fucking trade. There's no way. Again, we've seen this way too many times to even feel some type of way about not trading. Like, we already know the best thing to do is get away from the charts. That's the best thing to do. Right now, the best thing to do is get away from the charts. There's nothing for us to trade. There's absolutely nothing. And it sucks. It really does suck. All I want to do is take a trade. That's all I want to do. And there's nothing. Like, I can't sit here and be like, yo, this makes sense. Like, looking at yesterday's chart for US 30, looking at the day before, like, what are we going to trade? We're gonna get into a position. You think you're getting into a good position. Break retest to continue, right? And then you're in profit just a few seconds, and then price plummets and hits your stop loss, right? Makes you believe that price is gonna go short for price to do what? Go up and hit your stop loss again, right? For it to go down again and hit your stop loss again, right? For you to think it's gonna go short finally, and for it to go up again and hit your stop loss. What are we trading here? There's nothing. Like there's nothing. Again, remember, I'm not just looking to enter a trade, catch 2 pips, and get out. Like my whole philosophy of trading is I'm going to catch the move for the day. And if there is no move for the day, which there wasn't any move for the day here in the last 2 days because price has just been consolidating, there hasn't been any trades, right? Then the trades have been giving us entries like, yo, really? US 30 giving us entries at 4 or 5 in the morning? Like, are we fucking serious? Right? And then it goes straight into profit and STP, right? That's what it's been doing for the last couple nights, right? 3, 4 in the morning gives you the entry straight into profit, right? This day price just consolidated. This day price fucking moved like crazy as soon as the markets open, right? This day same thing. Price moved as soon as the markets open, right? This one just faked a lot of traders out. Just hunted for stop losses at 10, and then went into profit, right? As soon as the markets open, went into profit. As soon as the markets open, went straight down, right? We consolidated here and gave the entry at 8 in the morning. It's not bad, right? But out of what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days. Today would be the 12th day. Out of 12 days, you only had 1 day that made sense to take an entry. On US 30, this is what I'm saying. It doesn't make no sense. US 30 is not a pair that moves as soon as the markets open. That doesn't happen often. And the fact that it's been happening for months, like consistently too. It's not like it's been happening for months and a couple times. No, it's been happening almost daily for months since November. We haven't been able to really trade US 30 either. Again, we go back to when the charts actually made sense. Just scroll back just a little bit, right? Beginning of the year almost. In March, look at these trades. Beautiful, following the trend, trading the trends, right? So everything made sense up until November, bro. November, like same shit with gold, like literally the same fucking shit. Catch the trades in the top. All right, cool. We made a fucking higher low. We're going back up, higher high, and everything made sense. Everything made sense. Now we're trading in these market conditions where what are we trading? There's nothing for us to trade, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with seeing that in the charts. Right. So we got news in 3 minutes. Again, at this point, we're just going to wait it out, see what happens, and we'll go on from there, man. 8:30. That'll pretty much be again when the news drops, and then I'll be done for the day at 8:30. I'm not going to just sit here and look at nothing, man. Just get depressed because there's nothing to trade. That's all I want to do, man, is just trade. That's literally the only thing for right now for me. I just want to trade. 8:30 hit. News kind of didn't do nothing. Have a little bit of volume, but nothing too crazy. Let's start from the top to the, well, let's look at US 30. US 30 flew, right? So, there you go. Alright, just think about it. We go on YouTube, you go on Twitter, you go on Instagram, like, everybody's analysis is just completely wrong. Everybody's analysis is just completely wrong. And I didn't have anything for US 30. I just kind of wanted to see where price was going to move and then take a impulse trade from there. But again, keeping it simple that we've been talking about for the last couple of days. Like, we know we're just stuck in a range. Stuck in a range. Where are we going? Rejecting highs, rejecting lows. Rejecting highs, rejecting lows. So where are we going? Where are we going? We're in the middle of the range. So again, there's nothing to trade. I wish I could sit here and be like, yo, this all looks good. We got shit to trade. Nothing. Like, look at these last two candles. Just exhaustion candles. Just trapping traders. Just inducing you motherfuckers to get into the trade. Like, please get in. That's what the market makers are doing. Please get in. I promise, go in going short. Right? Just think about it. All the NYC traders who, or all the people who waited for the NYC session, right? Just for them to see, all right, lower low, lower high, boom, perfect. We're gonna get in on a lower high to go into a lower low. You've been in this trade for 2 hours already, and you're just getting faked out every single time it moves. Dude, I can't trade that way. Right? AUD CAD price is consolidating. EA price is consolidating. ECAD price is still in the zone of consolidation. And look at all the candles that are being printed. I just want you guys to realize the candles that are being printed. It's exhaustion candles, doji candles, exhaustion candles. They're not even strong candles, right? EU again just went straight down, hit STP going short, right? Again, just faking traders out, hitting stop losses. GA, look at these candles I've been printing since 3 in the morning. Just ugly candles, moving sideways too, right? So we're gonna go on. We're gonna keep going. GCAD, same thing. Stuck in a zone of consolidation. Look at the candles I've been printing since 3 in the morning. Exhaustion candles going long. Then we have this news candle that just printed. Like, crazy. It's crazy moves. Right? GJ just pushing up. That's okay. We'll let GJ move. We'll let it do what it gotta do. GU, same thing. Right? STP at this point already hit. So, once again, it's not a lot we could look into. Not a lot we could do here. So, pretty much it, man. Now for gold, which is the one that we were looking for too, you can notice, just see how price is moving. Right? Based on where my stop loss would have been for this trade, stop loss would have been hit. So it's a good thing we stayed away from that entry. And then oil is just consolidating. So that's pretty much it, man. Any questions? Any other pairs you guys want me to go over? Anything you guys want me to explain? Any entries you guys want me to talk about or look into? Anything you guys want me to explain? Something. Just let me know. Anything. Any pairs, any specific pairs, whether or not they're on our list, let me know. It could be anything. It could be Forex pairs, indexes, commodities. It could be stock options, whatever you guys want me to look into. Let me know. I'll give you guys a minute in the chat. Discord I think is good. I think you guys are good on Discord. Yes, I'm gonna end the stream in Discord. Yeah, no questions in Discord. Oh, perfect, no problem, my brother. Yeah. So YouTube chat. Let me pull you guys up. Any questions? Anything you guys want me to go over? Anything you guys want me to explain? Anything at all? Let me know. I'll give you guys a minute. No questions in the chat, team. Again, just I'll give you guys till 8:40, just 3 more minutes. Any questions at all, let me know. Think about it. There's people right now trading, and they're in buys. Let's take a look. So they're in buys for US 30, like super impulse entries. That's also what I'm saying. Like people just wait for news and then like, fuck it, I'm getting in. Man. Anyway, alright. So it looks like nobody has any questions in the chat. Again, gold. It's a good thing we didn't take the trade. Right. Again, we had it looked good up until 4 in the morning. Right. So if you were in the trade earlier, you had a few opportunities. Again, this is a trade as we talked about yesterday. You had to babysit it. There's no other way around it. You had opportunities from 3 in the morning all the way up until 8 a.m. to get out of the trade and profit. If you didn't, then you most likely already got your stop loss hit. And that's okay. That's part of the game, right? If you don't know the rules, it's part of the game. So it's a good thing we stayed away. It's another day of. It's a good thing we didn't take no fucking trade. I almost did too. I'm not gonna lie. I woke up so fast when I saw the chart. I was like, oh, we gotta get up. And I was looking at it, and I'm like, nah. We'll wait it out. Like, look at AU, man. Look at this. What are we trading? 24 pip fucking candle. Just faking everybody out. Same thing with AUD CAD. What are we trading? Right, ECAD is still going down, so we'll let ECAD do what it's gotta do. Right, EU at this point we already said not looking for that 372. GA consolidating, GCAD consolidating, GJ going up, which is good. GU didn't give us that 372 going down again. Look at this candle. One candle. 44 pips. It's crazy. Like, please, what are we trading? What are we actually gonna trade? Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. No question in the chat. All right. There's nothing left for us, team. So that's pretty much it. We'll be back again on Sunday for the weekly market breakdown. That's pretty much it, man. The session for this weekend, the weekly market breakdown, I'm not gonna give you guys a set time or day as to when I'm gonna do it. Reason being is because I'm gonna be a little busy this weekend. I have a few things to take care of. But it'll be done for sure. It'll be done. I just don't know the day or the time, but I'll let you guys know in the chat. But that's pretty much it. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Have a great weekend, and we'll be back again this weekend for the weekly market breakdown, and then we'll be back to normal on Monday for the live trading session. Peace out.